Forgive Me, Leonard Peacock is a story written by the guy who wrote the movie, which is also a book, Silver Linings Playbook. So this is another one of his works. So what is this all about? Leonard Peacock is a teenager. This happens on the entire story happens on his birthday, and on the blurb it says he has in his possession his grandfather's P38 pistol, a pistol he will use to kill his best friend and himself after he murders his best friend. So I want to talk about this in a spoilery manner because I won't be able to do a review without spoiling anything. This surprisingly is a very dark story. I did not expect it to be that dark. It has, I want to tell you guys, it has a trigger warning for rape. I was surprised to see that theme here. I have never heard of it as a trigger warning for this one, or maybe because I shy away from book reviews before I read a book, maybe that's why. And for suicide and murder. One of the signs for a suicidal person is when they give gifts to special someone's family and friends, and he definitely had that sign all over his face. He was giving away gifts to certain people who are special in his life, and all of them had an idea that he's not safe, that he's not healthy that day. But there's only one person who did something to prevent it. The rest of them, they wanted to make him stay with them, but when he left, that's it. I think that's a normal response. Maybe if you were put in that position, you would also have that reaction. You will feel very concerned, but when they leave, you're just concerned. However, one person, he gave a gift here. He's I think teacher in history teacher, yeah. That teacher went the extra mile. He gave him his mobile number and asked him directly to please call me before you try to kill yourself. He talked to him directly about the issue he was thinking. The other people, they were thinking he might be suicidal, but they didn't do anything to really prevent it. They're just concerned. Concern is a good thing, but you have to do other things than just being concerned. And out of the 3 people he went to, only one of them gave that response, gave that follow through. And I hope everyone who will be and who are in that situation will have someone, at least one, who will follow through with their concern. I am a teacher and I want to be like that, but I don't know if I would be like that. I have never encountered a student with that much of a health problem, and I don't know what I will do if that happens to me. But I hope I remember the teacher in this book and I do what a student deserves from his or her teacher. The real attention not only to their education but to their well-being. The person I hate most in this book is Leonard's mother. She is a fashion designer. Leonard surprisingly is a rich kid. I didn't realize that until I read the story. I thought he was just an average Joe. And no, he's a rich kid. So there, and his mother is pretty aloof and someone who doesn't care about her child. It was, I was so mad at the end of at the last chapters in the book where the mother comes home, confronts Leonard, and tells him he's acting up, looking for attention. It is a normal reaction for people who doesn't know that someone is sick to tell them that they're looking for attention. But I just hate it when she was fully informed by the teacher that Leonard just attempted suicide. Not only that, but murder the night before. I mean, I definitely think there are parents like that. But if you are a very sick person and you have a parent like that, I don't know. It's just, it's so terrible. But I enjoyed this book. I read it in one sitting. I think this is around 400 pages, I'm guessing, or 300 pages. Let's see. This is around 270 pages. I read it in 3 hours. So it's a very fast read. It only happens for one whole day and a few hours the next day. And it's really good. I recommend this to people who are healthy. If you're not mentally ready for a murder suicide story, because it has a scene where he actually attempts to kill himself. So if you're not ready for that kind of content, then definitely do not read this book. But if you are healthy and mentally strong, well, maybe you could read it and we could gain some empathy from you guys. But I gave this book, I think, 3 stars initially, but I will bump it up to maybe a 4-star because that's just how good it is. When I initially read it, maybe I was in shock, so I just gave it a 3, though a 3-star is still a very good star rating. But now that I'm discussing it with you, I appreciate it more and I may have processed my initial shock. So yeah, I'm bumping it up to 4 stars. And that's it. I'll talk to you on the next one. Bye!